of powerlifting for you. It brings together the top athletes in the sport from the four corners of the globe. Joining me is the big bully, Nick Busick. He's a competitive powerlifter, and he's also the event organizer. So, Nick, first off, let's talk about the format. What will these athletes be going through today?
Powerlifting, the sport that's known as the father of all strength training, squat, bench press, deadlift. You take those attempts, you add them together, you have a winner.
How about our strong international field? Who are the guys we should keep our eyes on?
We have the champion from last year out of the Ukraine, Victor Naklian. Runner-up, Vladimir Ivanenko, and Ed Cohen chasing him down the pike.
All right, Nick, it's the Mountaineer Cup II Powerlifting Championship. Let's get right to the action. And as Nick mentioned, 3 disciplines. We'll have a double elimination format, 12 to 8 to 4 competitors, $10,000 to the winner of this competition. So let's get right into it with the squat and Big Tony Saunders from Plymouth, New Hampshire. His first attempt, 903.7 pounds. Saunders himself is 5'9", 400 pounds. He's going for a big lift to get things going, Nick.
Tom, as you mentioned, this is his first attempt at over 900 pounds. Saunders is not getting comfortably set in there. Spotters are paying close attention. Now he steps out with a bar. Looks very unstable, Tom.
6 spotters around Saunders as he tries to put up over 900 pounds to start with here.
Saunders begins the descent. Back up, no.
Look out. Saunders drops the weight. Everyone appears to be okay, but again, that's over 900 pounds coming crashing to the ground.
Tom, as he starts down, you can see Saunders does not have control of this weight. Actually throws it up over the top of his head. Tom, that was 900 pounds. He threw over his head.
A close call to start things out. Our next competitor, Vladimir Ivanenko. 892.5 pounds for Vladimir from the Ukraine. This is his second attempt.
Vladimir recognized as a world champion in various federations. How about that attempt, Tom?
Great looking lift from Vladimir. He blasted right up with the legs, and sure enough, he's got it at 892.5 pounds.
Vladimir sets up, comes down, breaks parallel, deep, back up. Spotters are watching close. The referee gives him the signal, step back in.
And here's the man everyone has been waiting for, Ed Cohen from Chicago. 5'6" tall, 242 pounds. He will attempt a second lift at 964.5 pounds.
Ed's second attempt is coming in here at 964, as you said. Watch the technique Ed Cohen exhibits. He sets himself up very carefully, Tom. Spotters are watching carefully. Steps back. Waits for the referee's signal, and he gets it.
Look at the strain in Cohen's face.
Begins his descent.
And look at that, blood streaming from his nose. He ignores it completely and completes the lift.
Tom, Ed Cohen is one of the true sportsmen in this event. He starts down, and you can see the blood is coming out of his nose. In the review of the tape, Cohen starts down. Pay attention to the pressure applied on his face from that heavy weight. And now, that causes a blood vessel to rupture, and down comes the blood. Good attempt, though, Tom.
Cohen with 3 white lights. That means a good lift. 2 white lights is all that is required. Next up, Victor Naklian, the defending champion, steps underneath the bar for his second attempt at 903.7 pounds. The Russian, 47 years old, but watch the technique.
What's odd about this is see the close grip within the bar, and you know, Tom, also unorthodox style. He's not wearing a belt.
Look at the expression, whatever works for the Russian, and sure enough, 903.7, he's got that in the books. Great lift.
Victor begins his descent, down, breaks parallel, head is up, lets out that Kia known to the martial art people, waits for the referee's signal to rack, and in it comes. That's a good attempt, Tom.
So the defending champion was successful in the squat, and now we move to Al Buono from Carteret, New Jersey. Buono going for 848.7 pounds. His second attempt.
Come on, Al,
Big Al steps out pretty comfortably with that, Tom. He's setting up, waiting for the referee's signal. He gets it.
Al busts it up. He's 387 pounds himself, and sure enough, 848.7 is good. 3 white lights for Al Buono. Coming up next, more squats, and then we head to the bench press. Ring complex. So we get back into the squat competition with Scott Smith, his third attempt at 859.7 pounds. Scott is from Bloomington, Illinois, 5'6" tall, 270 pounds. But Nick, as you were mentioning earlier, his stature may work to his advantage in this situation.
Much like in the sport of wrestling, powerlifting, when these guys have that center of balance and they're built structured, squats are very important. They can get their balance and get in deep.
Smith is a 29-year-old personal trainer trying to achieve some personal goals today as he goes for the squat, his third attempt, and he powers it up with confidence. Smith, 859.7 pounds, a beautiful lift from him, Nick.
Tom, Smith has played a key role in making this attempt. It keeps him right where he needs to be to stay in that lineup of 12 competitors. Down he goes. Big breath, concentration, he's there. He's right up with it. Smith is on his mark today. I believe he may surprise a few people.
We go back to the big man, Tony Saunders. Remember the first time he attempted 903.7 pounds? He dropped the weight and scared everyone in the place. But now Tony Saunders really needs this, because if he misses, he will bomb out, meaning he missed all 3 attempts of the squat and he will be out of the competition. So this is very important for Tony Saunders.
Tom, as you mentioned, third attempt. He has to make this to stay in the competition. He seems more stable on his third attempt. Nice big breath. And he bulls it up. Let's see what the referees say.
3 white lights for Saunders. He stays in the competition with a lift of 903.7 pounds, and he deserves some high fives for that clutch performance, Nick.
He absolutely does. You see, this is his third attempt. He missed his first 2. He gets down in deep, struggles to come up a little bit, but he makes it. Referee gives him the end signal, and as you said, he gets the 3 whites.
Ed Cohen will step under the bar once more. His third attempt. He has moved up to 992 pounds. Almost half a ton will be across his shoulder blades.
Well, now, Tom, almost, let's say a half a ton. For 7 pounds, this guy is putting almost 1,000 pounds on his back. Don't forget, he had a severe nosebleed last set. Ed Cohen steps out with the weight, stabilizes it, having a little bit of trouble.
And you can hear Cohen say, take the weight, and sure enough, the spotters pounce on the bar and remove it to its original position. He was complaining of abdominal cramping, but again, he still has a squat of 964.5 in the books. That's why he's at the top of the squat leaderboard. We started with 12. Only 8 will advance. These are the men who will continue on to the bench press. So let's start with the bench press.